first things first. Are we closer to getting a theme song?
Yes.
An intro? So behind the scenes, a couple of days ago, Adam sent me a message. Is this a friend of yours?
Friend of mine.
Okay.
He's one of the biggest Emirati singers in like my age group in the country.
That's cool. What's his name?
His name is Not So Human.
Wow.
I interviewed him once here.
Is that his given name?
He's well, that's what he goes by.
Okay,
right?
that's cool.
He's so good, but he's also so connected. And I don't know if his voice is the sound you're looking for, like, because I know
I've got a vision.
You got a vision, and I love your vision.
Okay,
and
like
so
it.
I want this. Yeah. I love what you told me on the voice message. So I thought, okay, like let's see who he knows, and he knows so many people that can help out.
What? So and we don't need to go into this too much, but I feel like I know the lyrics, the melody, the style. You heard me describe it.
Yeah.
Now, did you send my voice note to him?
I did.
What did he say when he heard
I didn't check WhatsApp.
Okay, great. Nice. What do you mean you don't check WhatsApp?
I didn't check it.
I think you check it.
I would have seen his notification.
Look it. Let's see. Because I want to know if he actually responded. Because he's an actual musician. Yeah. I'm not a musician. But I feel like my description for this intro was pretty solid. I feel like it's going to be good. But then again, I'm not.
He saw the message, but he didn't say anything.
Maybe it's not as good as I thought.
No, I'll remind him.
All right. Let's get into more important things. By the way, you did not. Did you mention my hair?
This morning I did.
Did you? Okay.
Or this afternoon I did. But I think you're in the middle of your show, so let's say it now on the podcast. Brent, you have amazing hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's tough being in radio or any job where you have to wear headphones because as soon as you do your hair.
Wait, show me put your head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the headphone bump.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Anyway, we got stuff. We talked about something on the radio today. I had Adam come in for a break because I had an idea.
Yeah.
And my idea is...
Wait, are you sure you want to do this before you say, are you sure you want to do this?
No, I'm not sure, but we're going to do it.
Okay.
Because I've already put it out there. Now we have to do it. I get heat from especially Chris Fade. I get heat all the time about a lot of things, actually. He doesn't approve of my lifestyle. I don't think as much he approves about me. He says, he always thinks he's got my life planned out for me. And one of the things I don't do that he thinks I should do is invest my money. And it's true.
But you do invest in comic books.
Okay, fine. I'll take that. I love collectibles and stuff, not new stuff. People are always sending me DMs on Instagram like, oh, check out this new store and check out this. I'm not into that. Usually,
but you're not investing to make more money out of it.
I just enjoy it.
You're spending money.
I am, but a lot of times those things do go up in value.
But you don't look to sell them.
Not really, no.
So you're not really you're not investing to make money. You're investing to just have it.
To enjoy it.
Yeah.
And also, and I wasn't going to go down this path, but fine. It's also something that you can have that is not going to depreciate. A horrible investment would be buying cars.
Fair.
Cars are horrible investments because they depreciate.
Yeah.
Actually, something like comic books, they actually appreciate in value. Mm-hmm. So someday, and I'm not the person that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to flip some comic. There are people that will go out and buy new comics or whatever. Or they'll hear that some new character is going to appear in a movie in 6 months or a year or whatever. And they'll go buy the first appearance of whatever that character is in hopes that when they come out around the movie time, the prices jack up. And this does happen. Good example, Jason Momoa is going to be playing this character called Lobo.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
And Lobo appeared first time in like 1982. That comic book, 5 years ago, you probably could have got for like $10. And now it's like $60, $70, $80, maybe even more depending on the condition, right? So there's a business out there for that.
But you're not into that business.
That's not my business.
Yeah.
I just want to get cool stuff that I really like because I like the art. I think it's just cool, and it just looks cool hanging out in my room. You should come up. You've never been over my place. You should see I got this room.
You know what, Brent? I've never been to your place before. I think it's about time. One day I'd love to come and have some of your eggs that you make in the morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, I see them on your story all the time, and you make amazing eggs and avocado.
You are always invited. So if you want to come, just tell me the day, and I'll make it happen. All right?
I appreciate that.
All right. And that's the kind of talk when people say, and it never happens. You just say, yeah, you're invited. Why do people do that all the time? People say, yeah, we should hang out, or yeah, we got to go out sometime. They don't mean it. They're just saying it to be friendly.
I can feel you mean it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's go.
100%. I have people over sometimes. So
yeah,
rarely anymore because I live out in the desert. Feels
Wait,
like
you don't want to say where you live exactly, right? So we're not.
No.
We're not gonna mention it.
I'd rather not.
I'll ask you after.
You don't even know where I live.
I
That's how
think
good
I
of
can
friends we
guess,
are.
but I'm not gonna guess here.
Anyway, I've gotten away from the point. The point is
Yeah.
investing. And so I got this idea. I thought, all right, I don't really know what I'm doing investing. I thought, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a bit out of this and see, maybe this will kind of inform me. This will educate me on how investing can go, how it can be a positive in my life. So I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you some money. I don't want any part of this. All right. I don't want to have any decision in this. I'm going to give you some money.
Brent, the whole point is that you learn how to invest.
Yeah, but I want to see how it goes. I don't want to watch, because then you know what I'll be doing? Whatever. Okay.
Whatever you invest in, you'll be checking nonstop.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you some money, and I'm going to let you come up with some kind of investment scheme, some plan to invest. Now, whether you invest in one thing or you diversify, that's a word that I think I know what it means.
Yeah.
That's up to you. I'm going to give you, I think, 1,000 dirhams.
Yes.
Because I just want to dip my toe into this.
Go, Brent.
All right. And you're going to invest. Now, this, like 3 hours ago, we talked about this.
Yeah.
I said you got 3 hours to figure out how you're going to invest.
I've made a plan.
You've got a plan already?
I've got a plan.
All
Brent,
right.
I'm going to make you some money.
All right. And I did say that I'll give you a cut. I said of the profits,
Yes.
20%.
20%, baby.
So what is your plan?
Okay. I'm going to go safe in the first 50% of the money.
Okay.
Okay? Because I don't want to fully, like, you never know. Things can tank. Things can go wrong.
Shouldn't you be writing this down?
So it's all in the brain, baby. It's all in the brain. I know it all.
Is that what a normal financial advisor would do? It's just all in the brain.
You chose to trust me.
It's trust me, bro. That's what it is. Okay. All right.
Listen, Brent, let's shake hands right now. Do you trust me?
Yeah. To a certain point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I trust you. I mean, I wouldn't give this to you. Okay. Here's something about investing. Same with gambling, which I don't do. But you should never invest more than you're willing to lose.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because as a lot of people have learned, not long ago at all, that you can lose everything. Yeah. Like if you're not careful, and even if you are careful, there's some crazy stuff that happened, especially around the time we came here in 2008, the housing bubble and all that. Yeah. You were like 3 years old, but it was horrible, and people were losing their investments that they thought were just locked solid. So anyway,
even COVID as well, right?
COVID just killed. So although for some things, COVID shot some stocks and investments way through the roof. Talking about comic book industry, it was a huge boom because people were just at home doing nothing with their money, and they started looking online. What are some things I've always wanted to own? And so the collectible market, the sneaker market, went crazy stupid.
Wow.
Right? So there are times when you can take advantage of these things. Let's take advantage of something, Adam.
Let's do it.
So
1,000 dirhams, Brent. I'm gonna try and make you some money.
Okay, so you're gonna go half. What do you mean by safe? What does that even mean?
Here is the idea of Brent's investment. I broke it all down. All right, it's two halves. The first 50% is safe.
All right.
When I say safe, I'm going in what I put my own money into. Mm-hmm. So you know that I'm trusting. I'm doing something that at least I think is gonna work out.
To me, that sounds like crypto, Bitcoin.
It is crypto. Okay. And I don't want to say the exact coins because do you want me to say them? Because I don't know if we should say them.
Don't say now, but I think next week for the podcast we go over and we dissect exactly what you have invested, so we can start looking.
Yes.
All right.
500 dirhams on crypto.
All right. Well, okay. If you're going to say that, is it going to be Bitcoin or is it going to be something else?
It's going to be something else. Because you'd have to put a lot more on Bitcoin to see some good returns. I'm trying to make you some money. I don't want to play any safe investments.
I've seen the swings with Bitcoin go crazy.
Yeah, but
why is that not the best investment?
It goes crazy. But for example, if Bitcoin goes from $90,000 to $110,000, it's a massive jump.
Yeah.
But if you have 500 dirhams in there, it'd probably go up to 515 or something, or like 550, like
10%, yeah, like 10%, right?
550 dirhams. You know, like you'd make.
Are you sure you're ready to be a financial advisor?
Something like that.
It's like because 10%, 90. That's 1 out of 9. That's more than 10%. So I said 10% is a good return. If you come back to me with my money 10% more than when I gave it to you, I feel like that's a win.
But that would only be 100 dirhams profit, Brent.
I know.
And then you'd have to give me you'd have to give me 40 dirhams of that, and you'd keep 60 dirhams of the profit.
Excuse me. No, I said 20%. What
Yeah,
you talking about?
20%. Yeah, 20%.
Wait, how many percent?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. You'd have to give me 20
Hold on.
dirhams.
Let's go back. What is 20% of 100?
Sorry, 20.
Yeah, not 40.
I'm
Not
sorry.
40. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My bad. See, it's just because I thought 200 dirhams profit. It's my bad. All right. So okay. So let's go to the drawing board again.
All right.
50% in safe investments. That's all crypto. It's all safe. I'm gonna make sure it's.
You
safe.
think that's safe? Whoa.
For me,
you think crypto is
safe.
a sure bet?
we can talk about that after, but let me finish the second half.
There's no time. This is when to talk about it. People want to know what it is you're going to do with my money. I want to know what you're going to do with my money.
Do you trust me with your money? Trust me, bro.
No. I trust you with 1,000 dirhams. Let's be honest. This is my trust goes only so far.
Okay.
All right.
I will make you cash.
Okay.
I will make you cold hard cash.
Okay.
Brent, I'm going to put it in crypto. 50%.
All right.
This is a safe investment.
All right.
The second half of the investment is going to be a hustle. It's going to be a part of the investment where I will work with my hands to make you money with this second half.
Wow.
I am going to go out there, probably to Dragon Mar or Dubizzle, and buy a couch. I'm going to flip that couch, and I'm going to give you the profit.
A couch. Now, why did you decide on a couch, on a
It's the
sofa?
first thing that came to my head. I'm going to flip couches. Brent?
Multiple couches? You're going to flip couches.
I'm going to buy one, then flip it, and if it works out, I'll keep...
Again, now I'm going back on myself because I said I don't want to be involved. I'm going to say Dubizzle's great. I think buying something on Dubizzle and flipping that, I'm not sure about a couch. Why a couch?
I'm going on my gut feeling. Brent, do you trust me or do you want to think about this?
I feel like you should buy something that you can somehow make better. I don't think you can make a couch better without a decent investment. For example, let's say you buy a ripped up couch. You need to say wrap it in leather or something to make it look nicer.
Yeah.
That would be a big investment and then you don't know how much it's going to sell for.
Well, let me ask you a question, Brent. Let's say, have you ever been, let's say you've gone somewhere with your wife, okay?
Yeah.
And you like the jacket, but your wife loved that jacket. She'd pay 1,000 times more than you would pay for that jacket, right? It's all subjective.
Okay.
If I find a couch that I think people are willing to pay so much for,
a diamond in the rough.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Brent,
I'm there.
do you trust me with your money?
I don't know about couches though.
If it doesn't work out, you keep the couch.
I don't want a couch. I've got too much. No.
I will drive to your house, Brent. When you make me those eggs, I'll drive to your house and I'll take the couch with me on my back if I have to.
You drive that couch back to where it came from because I have too many couches as it is. In fact, I've got one couch that I think I need to get rid of.
This can be a couch for your cat.
Maybe you could take the couch from my place and sell that. No, that'd be more investment on my part. No. I'm not sure about the couch. I like the idea of the hustle. I'm not sure about the couch.
Are you happy to move forward?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're moving forward with this.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I'm flipping couches.
All right. I'll
crypto.
I'm going to give you the money today.
Yes. All right. Do you want to send me all your details?
I need, you know what I'll do? I'll put you as a beneficiary.
Yeah, let me send you my stuff.
And
Can
then
I
I'll
tell
just
you a secret?
wire it to you, I guess.
Can I tell you a secret with my bank account? Chris Fade has my bank account details, every single thing, like everything.
Like he could withdraw money from your account?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
This is the most random
And why?
thing. And I trust him with that 100%. I'll never ask him.
Yeah, of course.
Like I accidentally sent him the wrong details.
Of what?
Of my account.
You sent the
I sent him like the password and everything.
The crucial information.
And he was like, "Why did you send me this?" I'm like, "This is what you asked for." He's like, "No, like this is what you sent to someone if you want to get scammed."
Wow.
And I'm like,
wow.
"Well, you're the only one I sent it to, so I'm just gonna it's our account now. It's me and Chris shared bank account."
Wow. And you were 18, I'm guessing.
I'm 20.
No, then.
No, this was 2 months ago. This is 2 months ago. This is a new bank account.
Did you learn a lesson?
Yeah, I did. But you know what? I think it's bringing me and Chris closer.
Well, yeah. Okay, now I got all kinds of concerns about this 1,000 dirhams now. But hey, I mean, and 1,000. I don't want to be. I don't want to say that 1,000 dirhams is not a lot of money because for a lot of people that's a huge amount of money. That's more money than I came to Dubai with. I think by the time I got to Dubai,
wait, how much money did you come to Dubai with?
I think it's like 500 dirhams. Yeah.
What?
I know. So when I lost my job in LA, when we went off the air there, right? Because I was having the best time in the world doing afternoon drive. They decided to flip the station format. they tweaked it quite a bit, and they hired almost an entirely new staff. So I was working behind the scenes, paying a ton of rent, didn't have much savings, and yeah, it was just, and I wasn't like, again, I wasn't investing my money properly.
Yeah.
So, and I was making decent money, but it wasn't like, I mean, LA is expensive.
Yeah.
Life is expensive. I wasn't like blowing my money or anything, but I just didn't have much. And then I had to live for about 6 months by the time I got to Dubai. So I was running on fumes when I got here. I had almost nothing left. By the time I got into my hotel room, thankfully they gave me a hotel room for 6 weeks, which was the best. And it was a nice 5-star hotel downtown. Oh my gosh. 6 weeks. It was like, I have no money, but I'm living the 5-star Dubai lifestyle. But I had about 500 dirhams, which I watched whittle away until, and I was only eating the breakfasts in the hotel and some sandwiches from the gas station or whatever, Yeah. I take some food from the hotel breakfast because I didn't have anything. Oh my God, it was the worst. But the best at the same time because, I was living that life.
I think it's those moments where you're in the unknown. You don't know what's happening, but you trust it. Feels right.
Yeah.
Like you look at you now, Brent. Like
look at me now.
No, like look at you know what I mean.
I've blossomed.
Yeah.
I'm a late bloomer.
And you know what? I think you think back to those moments in the hotel, and like those were some fun times.
I don't even have to think about it because if you go to YouTube, there's a video of me in that hotel taking a bath.
No, wait, what?
True.
Wait, hold on. You gotta find this video.
I don't know. It was like
So
I had friends back in Los Angeles that wanted to see kind of the Dubai experience, what I was doing, what I was living. And so I was blogging. I was basically showing all my experiences. It's different here. Everything is different here than, in the United States. As little as something as the currency. So I did a video on, hey, here's the different currency. What happens when you want to fill up with gas, with petrol, right?
You've made YouTube videos for such a long time.
I have been around for a while. 2008. I think in fact, 2007, I think. The first video on my YouTube, I think, is my going away party in Burbank, California. I had a bunch of people show up for
Brent, you are a YouTuber.
A little bit, yeah.
Brent, 17 years ago.
Yeah. I know, man. You were 3. I did my first YouTube video and you were 3.
2007.
How about that?
2008.
2007, 2008.
Yeah.
I think the last one was 2007, or the first video, 2007.
Brent gets to Dubai. First day in Dubai, Brent gets a new hotel. I think that's the one where you're having a shower because I see a bathroom.
No. You can tell I'm actually in the bathtub. I think you can see on the video. What's funny is when I got to Dubai.
Oh, bath vlogging in Dubai.
There it is.
Brent, this is a gem. I'm going to watch these videos.
I was going to say, this is going to be your bedtime. Go to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, hello. Still hanging out here at the beautiful Eddine Hotel in Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
You're drinking a Pocari Sweat, Brent. This is crazy.
I know. And I'd never had a Pocari Sweat before. I was like, what is this? Yeah. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something for you to watch.
Yeah.
What's funny is when I first got here, landed, it was February, got out of the airport, and it was so hot. I thought, oh, and this is February, which is a beautiful month, right?
Yeah.
But the humidity just hit me. This was Terminal 1 back in the day. There wasn't a Terminal 3 yet, and there were just all these guys holding signs or waiting, drivers and stuff waiting as you walk out. My driver didn't show up. My driver for the company did not show up. I think he just got tired.
Standing there in the humidity?
He got tired of waiting. So here I have 2 suitcases, my worldly possessions, because I got rid of everything. And I am alone. Just got my passport a few days before.
And you hate the weather?
No. It's just like,
yeah.
It was hot, So I got into a taxi. I tried to call my boss at the time, the one that hired me. And he's gone. He doesn't live here anymore. But he didn't answer. He was sleeping because it was like 11:30 at night. And I thought I knew the hotel. So I got into a taxi, and again, I have almost no money. But this was part of the money that I had. I'm like, I gotta get into a taxi. They had a driver supposedly that was going to take me to my hotel. So I said what I thought the hotel was called. He took me to a place, and it's to what I know now as Dira. He took me to some hotel in Dira, and I go and I'm like, oh, this isn't nearly as nice as I thought it was going to be. You know, I've got all these perceptions of what Dubai is going to be. And I go into the receptionist. I'm like, I don't think, is my name on this? Because my name was supposed to be at the hotel. They're like, oh, we can't find you. And I told them what it was, and they think, no, I think it's this other hotel. So they take me, I get into another taxi. He takes me across to this Arabian something, or Arabian Park Hotel or something, which was much nicer. I thought, okay, this is much nicer. But it turns out it was still the wrong hotel. The next day, the boss, he calls me and he's like, where are you? And I said, well, I'm at this Arabian Park Hotel or whatever. He's like, no, you're supposed to be, it's called the Camerdine. Now it's the Viva, I think, Viva Hotel, whatever it is downtown. I had to pay my own hotel, so that dug into the money I had. I remember I had to actually pay that one night. I got reimbursed by the company.
Yeah.
But yeah, the driver just got tired of waiting. He just left me. He abandoned me. This kid that had never been anywhere in his life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? So yeah. That was, and so yeah, the beginnings of my life in Dubai are all on YouTube, and I'm so happy that I have those videos.
Yeah, I want to watch them.
They're like potato quality though. They're not good quality.
But that's what makes it good too. That's part of the quality.
Yeah, it's vintage. It looks vintage.
I didn't mention last podcast, which I wish I did. But last podcast we did, my fight was in a couple of days.
Oh right, you fought. Wait, let me look at your face. Turn your face.
Is my face good? Like,
okay.
my nose has a red thing here, and it hasn't healed up properly.
Did you get hit?
Yeah, I got hit.
No, other side.
Oh no, that's a pimple. So
you look pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I didn't even get hit that much, but when he hit me, I felt it.
Okay, I've already been spoiled on this. I know that you won the fight.
I won it.
Congratulations. You'll notice that I didn't actually say anything in our group when people were giving you all the props about winning. It's because I'm not a big fan of you fighting.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, but I don't like you fighting. I don't want you to get hurt and all that. And I know you always say, "Oh, I'm not going to get hurt. It's the other guy that gets hurt."
But Brent, if you have you seen the fight?
No, I'm not going to watch it.
What? But Brent,
I refuse.
Brent. This is like, you care about me.
Of course.
So
I care about you so much. I don't want to see you get hit.
Yeah. But I got hit. So do you want to watch as it happens?
No, I have no interest.
But it's gonna happen anyway, regardless.
Wait, what do you mean it's gonna happen?
I'm gonna fight.
You're gonna keep this up.
I'm not.
I keep asking you, are you gonna be a professional fighter?
I'm not.
And you say
professional's too much.
Then what's the point of fighting? Is it just to get the clicks? Is it just to get
no.
followers?
This fight I didn't promote until the day of. I didn't want any attention for it. I just wanted some people to watch it. But it was just
what's the point?
I love fighting. I love it, Brent. It's like a thrill.
Fine, but why? What does it get you?
It's one of those. It really pushes me to get out of my comfort zone. It's like, imagine. Okay. Boxing training is so physically demanding. So when I do the training, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because it's so much training. But then when you get in the ring and you fight, you're like, it justifies the whole thing. And by the end of the fight, you're physically in amazing shape, but you also just had the craziest, most amazing experience ever.
Okay, but why do you have to keep doing it? Because the length of time that you can do this is finite. It's not like you can keep doing it.
Yeah.
You can work out your whole life.
But you can't fight
you can't fight your whole life.
True.
And also it could do some real damage to you. And I would prefer my little compadre co-host on this podcast. He can actually put together 2 sentences.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get some kind of brain damage. I know you're like, oh, but my opponents, someday you could run into a guy in the ring that's going to really, do some damage.
Yeah. But you know what happened during this fight, Brent? I was fighting someone with the exact same name as me. He was Lebanese as well. And
Eddine?
Yeah. Not like the first.
Not the exact name.
But you know, I
can say, wow, this is very deep. Then you should really think about this. He was
Adam Abu Ali. I think Adam Abu Ali's, and I'm Adam Kamaluddin. So I don't know. They should be able to tell who's who. But
who's they?
The judge, the organization.
Okay.
Right. And so I'm walking out to my fight, and it's not my song.
Oh.
And I look at my coach. I'm like, it's not my song.
That'll make you want to fight, but that'll make you really want to fight. Right?
Yeah.
It's the wrong music.
Wrong music. I've been training. I look at my coach. I'm like, in the most calm voice. this is not my song. Because like I'm trying to be in the zone, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, who cares? And I'm like, okay. So I walk out to like Kanye West's Power. I think that was his song that he chose.
Oh, Kanye, really?
I don't know. I just walk out and then like.
What was your song?
I'm about to say it. And then I just hear, he is the chosen one, the chosen one, the chosen one. That's my entrance thing. And I'm like, oh, so he's walking out to my music and he didn't like that. I could tell he was walking out and he was like, it wasn't his vibe, you know. And my music isn't a typical boxer's music, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he walks out and like the crowd's chanting, "Go Adam, go Adam!" I'm like, who are they chanting for?
So confusing.
The commentators are like, "Oh, Adam's doing so well. Oh, Adam in the blue short," and I'm just like, and then even the coaches, Adam, and I had to, you know, so I just wasn't listening to anything. I was just like, okay, this guy in front of me, I just need to take him down. But no, it went well. It went really well.
You need a nickname, I think. Then
it's the chosen one.
But that's it.
Levine.
You're the
Yeah,
chosen
yeah.
one. So when they say, instead of saying Adam, they say chosen one. You know, chosen one. So it went like the distance, or was there a knockout?
I knocked him down on at the end of the second round, and then he had the whole 1 minute time after the second round to recover. So he came out third round fresh, and I tried to knock him out, but I couldn't. He was really good.
Okay.
Like third round, he was good, but I woke up the next day after sleeping for 2 hours and I came to work. I did the radio show. My face was like red here, and I was like doing the show like just
a little
like,
fuzzy.
Yeah,
just
a little fuzzy.
Well, I mean, you're exhausted as well, and you had the adrenaline. I'm sure that made it even. I mean, I can't even imagine getting out there and being like, it's just me and this guy, and we both want to, you know, beat the stuffing out of each other.
Yeah.
And so that's got to put you on a different kind of intensity, and you're going to keep trying to chase that intensity is what I'm worried about, right?
I guess.
So,
well, the opponent, you know what happened? My opponent, like he was so humble.
Adam, yeah, I know
Adam,
him.
yeah. It's 2 days later, he messages me like, "Yo, you want to train together?" And I said, "Yeah." And so literally yesterday, I went to his gym and we trained for an hour and a half, and we played Mario Kart after. And like,
That's
we're,
cool.
we're really good friends now. And it's just like, and I see him as such a brother now. It's weird. I know him for 3 days. But because we had that intense experience, it connects you so well. I just thought, whatever you need, just message me. Like, I don't know why there is that thing there. I don't know.
That's cool.
It's just, yeah.
I like it. I mean, I know there's some camaraderie that you can make a lot of, you know, friends and have these experiences.
Brent, can you promise me one thing?
No, I'm not. I'm not ever going to watch you fight, if that's it.
Can you come to my fight?
No, I'm not.
Brent, I'll pay top dollar. From the money I make from the investments, from that 20%, I'll spend that on a really good ticket for you to watch me front row.
I don't want.
Brent.
Yeah.
Brent.
It's
we have like a podcast together. We work together.
I tried to sit down.
Breakfast one day.
I tried to sit down with Chris one time and watch UFC, and I'm just like, I just don't want to see people get hurt. Even if they come off as like somebody that you really don't like or unlikable, I don't want to see people get hurt. I don't like it. And then when I do know you, obviously, and I care about you and I want good things for you, I definitely don't want to see you get hurt. So
fair.
Yeah, no, I have no interest. No, that's not going to happen.
I'll change your mind one day.
All right. And your record now is
2-0, 2-0, baby.
This is unhealthy. I'm telling you, it's very unhealthy. But I mean, you know, follow your dreams, I guess, even though you don't seem to have any dreams.
Yeah, I don't have a dream.
You're literally just chasing the dragon. You're just chasing that high of that adrenaline.
Yeah.
I think if you find something else that can kind of give you that, I don't know, start jumping at airplanes. Do something, I don't know, do something that really...
See, that's more dangerous, I think. But okay, I think.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Getting hit in the face repeatedly is not as bad as slowly parachuting down, because most likely nothing's going to happen to you with parachuting and skydiving, but you're definitely going to get hit at least a couple of times.
Brent,
if you fight
showed zero love on the group chat during my fight.
Zero. I purposefully said nothing. I wanted nothing to do with it. I still want nothing to do with it. So, because I care. You should be happy.
My mom, she cares about me so much. She hates fighting. Like, she doesn't want me to fight, but she forces herself to watch it because that's someone she cares about.
Does she get in there? Go at him, hit him, destroy him.
You care about me. You're gonna
punch his liver out. Did you get his liver?
I tried. I tried. I guess I would.
Adam told me a long time ago. He's like, the liver is the hardest, painful
punch to
thing.
Take.
Yeah.
I tried, but I didn't hit him hard enough there.
All right.
I kept trying. Anyway.
You want to bring? Did you bring anything besides the fight?
Yeah, I mean, we've got the special bowl of questions
All right.
that only Brent can answer.
So these are Brent questions.
These
are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I got one thing I want to do here.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but
go
we
ahead.
can save that. We
No,
can save
give
it.
it to me. I'll just take one.
All right,
I'll
Brent.
answer this. I'll make this fast.
This is the random bowl of questions. They're just only way to describe them is random.
All right. So these are just questions you wrote.
Because you've got life experience. I don't know if
All right.
you'll be able to answer it.
Who pays on a first date, the man or the woman?
Yeah. Oh,
Good
let's see what Brent's perspective is on this.
It's okay. I will say it's okay if a woman wants to pay or offers to pay. It usually, traditionally, it's who asked the other person out. So if someone asks, for example, my wife Eve, she asked me out
And then
for our
you
first
let
date.
her pay?
No, I paid. It was nice of her because she said I should be paying. I said, no, you're not gonna pay. One, I knew that I made more than her, and I didn't want her to spend money when it was easier for me, right?
Yeah.
It is the gentlemanly thing to do. It's nice to say, if a woman demands to pay, great. If she wants to, because that's kind of her way of saying, I don't want you to think that I owe you anything, which is true. And I can completely understand that discomfort.
I like the offer. I like when they offer.
The offer is there, yeah.
Like, I'll never let it happen, but I like the offer. I'll even tell you a quick story.
Some guys will, though. I've heard some guys that will actually let
they say, oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's
Excuse
very
me,
nice.
sir. Can I get the menu again? Yeah. Tell me a story, you said.
I took out this girl once, and she had a lot of money. Like, she owned like a bunch of real estate, and the bill came.
She had a lot of real estate.
A
Like
lot
she
of-
owned a lot of
Yeah,
property.
I remember like sitting next to her once, and like her phone went off, like a notification, and I just accidentally saw it, and it was like 6 figures just entered your account, and multiple.
What?
Like I just
Okay. Okay, you don't necessarily
She
know
was
that
bowling.
you don't necessarily know that was her money to keep. Maybe it was going
But from
through.
knowing her, I
that's-
knew that she was more than comfortable. Like
all right.
she could go first class. Like,
That's a little creeper of you, though, to be looking at her phone and watching those bank transfers. Just
It just accidentally.
Okay.
Accidentally. I just saw that. I saw it.
that's
But
a lot of
course-
detail.
of
That's a lot of
course,
detail to pick up out of just seeing.
I don't know how much it was. I don't know what it was for,
but
but I
6
remember
figures.
seeing it. Something.
All right.
And then and I paid.
Good.
I feel like if I let her pay, I'm no longer the man. I don't know. Is it me being emasculated? Is it me in my own head? I feel as a man, it's my duty. I pay.
I don't know if it's your duty. I think that's a bit strong language, your duty, but I think it is the gentlemanly thing to do. And I don't think there are enough gentlemanly things done by men in life anymore. So I'll see some people do things. I'm like, oof, the worst to me, the worst offender, and it has been this way for a long time. And by a long time, I mean, I remember seeing this in 2005, being in a restaurant and looking over at a couple that obviously are on a date, a first date perhaps, but and they're both on their phones. They're just both in their phones, not paying, and it's so awkward. I'm like, or I'll see one person, the worst, that's not the worst. The worst is one person is just sipping away at their drink or whatever, and the other person is buried in their phone. And that's only gotten worse over the years. So that, I would love to see that end, but gentlemanliness, and that's not a word, but I would like to see more of that because I was raised by women. My grandmother, mainly, and she taught me a lot of etiquette and a lot of how to be a gentleman. Do you always open the door?
Most of the time.
Most.
Like, what do you mean, the car door?
The entrance to a place, a door, just any door. Yeah, and
entrances. Yeah, but like car doors, like if it's casual, I won't get out my car and then go over and then open the door.
that is a big
That's a really
move.
big. Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
like-
why.
that's
Like
a-
usually, I unlock it.
Yeah.
I unlock the door. I reach over. I do this. All right. I push it.
You push it
I
over.
push it from the inside.
Right.
And then that way, I'm at least showing
Right.
that I care, but I'm not gonna overdo it and stand up and go all around.
What if you're both walking to the car?
Then I'll open the door. For
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then I open
That's
the
the
door.
move,
If
yeah.
I'm next to her. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys you open hers first, let her in. Now there's it gets a little awkward in Dubai sometimes because it's so hot. It's like you open the door for her and then you shut the door and then she's in a hot car for like 10 seconds at least while you walk around to the other side. Sometimes I'll say I'm just going to leave this open, so the air that you have a little bit of air because you would normally in a regular place, you would shut the door and then go around and get in the car, start and go.
Yeah.
But you put her in an oven, basically. You're like, all right, get in. So yeah. But if it's not, I don't want to say convenient, in a normal situation, if she's closer to her door and you're just going to slow her down getting in the car, then yeah, don't wait. Don't say, hey, wait, I need to open the door, because that looks bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely open the door. If you are both approaching a door to a restaurant, a business, what do you do?
Oh, I open it.
You open it.
Yeah. I open
Go.
it. 100%. No. Because, always. I'm trying to remember a time where I didn't. Because then I'd have a reason for it.
There are lots of little things that you can do that really impress someone. And off the top of my head, the first one that I think of, if you are at a table sitting and a girl or a woman approaches the table, what do you do?
While I'm speaking to...
No, just, you're either sitting there alone, or you could be with someone, you could be with a group.
The girl
approaches the table.
Do I like the girl approaching my table?
She's a girl. She's just a girl. Maybe it's someone that you're expecting to meet or expecting to come. What do you do?
Oh, that she's sitting on the table.
No, she's walking up the table. She's about to sit down. Yeah.
Oh, I get up and I say hi.
Yeah. Okay. You do get up.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the thing. That's, you want to get up.
If she's part of the invite, of course. Yeah.
So you do get up.
Even if it's a guy, I stand up and I say
that's
what's
good.
up. You know.
Yeah, that's the polite thing. I see a lot of times people just sit there, and just like motion to the chair or whatever, like sit down or whatever. Yeah. But no, you should always stand up. That's the polite thing to do.
It's the first impression, I guess, right? So, yeah.
Okay. That conversation went way longer than I meant for it to. Any last thoughts for this week? You got some investing to do. I'm going to wire you some money.
Yes.
I want you to get on this.
I'm going to find a couch and I'm going to put the rest in crypto.
Please don't do couches. Please don't do couches. Do
right,
anything.
it's my money now. It's my money now.
Anything
I
else?
want.
Anything else? All right. I'm going to get you this. You've got 30 days. What is today?
30.
Yeah.
Brent,
30 days. 30 days.
30 days.
I know, man. You're going to teach me so much about investing. What do you think? This is completely open-ended?
Like, give me a year for crypto.
Hold on.
No, you're right.
Here's what we'll do. We will revisit this in
week?
30 days. No, we'll talk about it every week because I want to know an update. Yeah. But I will potentially withdraw my money after 30 days if I'm not happy with your results. Okay. So I'm gonna hold for 30 days.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
What do you crypto bros say?
Yeah.
What do you say? Hold.
You say like buy and hold.
Hold, yeah.
Yeah, you're buying and holding.
Because we're going to the moon.
Yes!
We're going to the moon.
Yes!
All right. We'll see you next time.